Hola, chicos y chicas. Bienvenidos al podcast, Slow Spanish Language Podcast. And here we practice Spanish with different things like poems, songs, stories, tales, idioms, proverbs, a lot of things in Slow Spanish Language Podcast. And it's very useful. All of you love it, yes? I hope so. So guys, what we are going to do today? Today we are going to do poems. Yes, today we are going to talk or read or translate or explain the meaning of some poems in Spanish by the writer Gustavo Adolfo Bécquer. Gustavo Adolfo Bécquer is from Spain and he was a poet, yes, very old poet, guys, and a lot of poems. So he has some interesting poems, and this is what we are going to do today. 3 poems, Gustavo Adolfo Bécquer. And what we are going to do as usual here. We will read in Spanish, slow Spanish, then we will translate and explain the meaning of every word and every sentence, and then we will read in normal speed again the poem, or the song, or anything that we do here in this podcast, guys. So, the first poem of today is Rima XXII, and let's start to read. Remember that is on the description, so we need to do it together, guys. It's very useful. Cómo, vive esa rosa que has prendido junto a tu corazón. Nunca, hasta ahora, contemplé en el mundo junto al volcán la flor. Yes, guys, this is the first poem of today. I was reading very slow for you, and now let's try to understand this poem. Cómo vive esa rosa que has prendido junto a tu corazón. How does that rose live that you have set on fire next to your heart? Interesting. Cómo is how. Rosa is rose. Vive is live. And then we have prendido. Prendido, guys. Prendido is the verb prender, to set on fire, to turn on. It can be also prender o encender, the synonym, yes? 2 different verbs, but we can use it in this context, in fact. Junto is next to, heart, corazón. And then, going on, nunca, hasta ahora, contemplé en el mundo junto al volcán la flor. Never before have I seen in the world next to the volcano the flower. So, here guys, nunca, never. Nunca is never, but nunca hasta ahora is never before, guys. Remember that. Had I seen in the world, contemplé en el mundo, Yes, the verb contemplar is like to see, but contemplar we use it when we are like watching something so attentive, like we are in love with something or we like to watch something very deep. We use contemplar. For example, you want to say to a woman that is beautiful, you say, estoy contemplando tu belleza. And it sounds very pleasant because you are not using ver and mirar. You are using contemplar. Very interesting verb, En el mundo, in the world, junto, next to, volcán, volcano, flor, flower, guys, And now you know the meaning of this poem. And now let's try to read again in normal speed this poem, guys. Are you ready? Let's do it together. Cómo vive esa rosa que has prendido junto a tu corazón. Nunca hasta ahora contemplé en el mundo junto al volcán la flor. Very interesting, Going on to the poem number 2. Rima XXIII. And remember, we need to do it together. Por una mirada, un mundo. Por una sonrisa, un cielo. Por un beso, yo no sé qué te diera por un beso. Yes, guys. Now let's try to translate, Por una mirada, un mundo. For a glance, a world. Interesting. You can say for a look, you can say for a see, but I think it's better to say For a glance, it sounds more like, like literally speaking, yeah, like when you are trying to read a poem and you need to use the verb or the sentence or the word that fit the most in the poem in any language. In this case, I think in English would be better to translate for a glance, yeah? Por una mirada, for a look, for a glance, yeah? Un mundo, a word. Por una sonrisa, for a smile. Sonrisa, smile, guy, smile. Sky, cielo, cielo, un cielo, sky. Por un beso, for a kiss, yo no sé, I don't know. Y que te diera por un beso, what I will give you for a kiss. Que te diera, guys, que te diera, guys, I will give you, que te diera, what I will give you, que te diera, que te diera. For a kiss is por un beso. And now you know all the words in this second poem, so we are going to read the poem now very fast or normal speed, so let's do it together. Por una mirada, un mundo, por una sonrisa, un cielo, por un beso, yo no sé, que te diera por un beso. And now you know the second poem, guys. And let's move on to the poem number 3 by Gustavo Adolfo Bécquer. And the name is ¿Qué es poesía? And let's try to read slow. ¿Qué es poesía? Dices mientras clavas en mi pupila tu pupila azul. ¿Qué es poesía? Y tú me lo preguntas, poesía eres tú. Interesting. Now let's try to translate together. ¿Qué es poesía? What is poetry? What is poetry, guys? Poesía, poetry. What is? ¿Qué es? Dices mientras clavas. You say while you fit. While you fit. While is mientras. You say, dices. Clavas in this context can be translated like fits. Fits. Pupila is pupil. Yes, guys. Pupila is pupil. Yeah, pupil. Pupila. Pupila azul. Blue pupil and pupila. Y, ¿qué es poesía? What is poetry? Again. Y tú me lo preguntas and you ask me. Preguntar, to ask. I think we talk about this a lot of times, to ask. Y at the end, poesía eres tú. Poetry, it is you. Yes, guys. Now you know the translation, so let's try to do it together and read again in normal speed. What do you think? ¿Qué es poesía? Dices mientras clavas en mi pupila tu pupila azul. ¿Qué es poesía? Y tú me lo preguntas. Poesía eres tú. Yes, guys, those are the poems of today, and I hope that you like it. 3 poems by Gustavo Adolfo Bécquer. If you didn't know about him, you need to read more about him and maybe read some of the other poems because he has a lot of poems, guys. Yes, today 3 different poems, and you can read in the description of this episode the 3 poems and read, and now you know the translation and you can practice Spanish with poems because it's very useful, guys. So today this is all. Thank you all for listening until the end. I'm so happy to bring new episode today. And guys, remember to support my project. PayPal, buy me a coffee. I would be very grateful if you can donate and support my podcast, my project, yes. And remember to join Spanish with Dennis on YouTube and Discord and Telegram. On YouTube, very interesting videos in the last weeks. You can go there, check it out. It's very cool to learn Spanish with videos now, not only with podcasts, despite the fact that I really love podcasts and I will continue with podcasts. So, guys, see you in the next episode. Thank you all for listening. Good luck with the Spanish and reading the poems. And remember, ¿qué es poesía? Dices mientras clavas en mi pupila tu pupila azul. ¿Qué es poesía? Y tú me lo preguntas, poesía eres tú. Por una mirada, un mundo. Por una sonrisa, un cielo. Por un beso, yo no sé, que te diera por un beso. And now you know it. Hasta la próxima. Hasta la vista.